Hello everybody, welcome to another video. So today, as you can see from the title, I'd like to talk about my journey with anxiety, generalized anxiety and attention deficit disorder, or ADD. Just to put this out there, I am not a doctor. I don't know the chemistry on the brain. I am simply expressing my experiences to help other people. So let's get started. So this is more towards like the attention deficit, my attention deficit disorder, or ADD. I will say, like, I have very mild ADD. I've always had it. So the symptoms of ADD is like, it's very common in children, according to research. You can research this stuff up too. Some of the symptoms are, like, the biggest one is like certain obsessions on stuff. Like, you get distracted by easily, and that's what I was struggling with. And like, I was struggling with my schoolwork. It wasn't really anything in particular on a particular subject. It was more like quite a bit of stuff. Like, I was in a bad place. Like, I never really noticed this. This was back in 2012 when I was only 11 years old, in like middle school or elementary school stuff, something like that. Like, I remember my parents mentioned in school I wasn't learning how I was supposed to. Like, I've always been in my vision program, I will say that. I am today with my transition program for job skills. Like, I'm still in the same program that I've grown up with since I was 3. Like, first off, I want to say I am so grateful to have them in my life. They've played a big role in my life to be the happy, confident person that I am today. And I will make a tribute video about them soon, about who they are, and I just have to think about more things, but off that topic. Anyways, I was struggling, and like, my mom took me to a doctor. I don't remember him telling me stuff. I was a kid. I wasn't really paying attention to that kind of stuff because, you know, at 11 years old, like, I was a kid. It was more my mom, like, advocating for me. I needed to be put on medication for ADD because, like, I wasn't paying attention on my own. It did work, I will say that. It made my concentration better. Progress has been made during that time. And unfortunately, my eating was going low. My appetite was going downhill. It was significantly. Not to where, like, I was about to go in the hospital, but it was more like just, like, struggling to eat, really. Like, I love eating food. I always have. I love eating food. I'm a big eater. When I love something that's good to me and it's comforting to me, I'll eat it. Surprisingly, my mom's the same thing. So my appetite was going down, and I was acting like my personality wasn't good. Like, I was like, no, I don't want to eat anything. I remember that, like, my eating, my appetite, and my sense of humor, my personality, my bubbly personality wasn't there. It changed significantly. They took me off the medication. Like, fast forwarding to 2016, I was 15 at the time. I saw this really amazing doctor for pediatric patients because, as I said, I was only 15. I was a teenager at the time. Put me on this other medication. I'm not gonna say what these medications are because I'm private about that. Yeah, like, he was so empathetic, so kind, so nice and understanding, so knowledgeable too. I remember that vivid part of my life. I remember his personality. He was so bubbly. He was amazing overall. My mom really liked him. I did too. He really put me on good medication, like, and my concentration was definitely helping. At this time, he took me off the medication after a certain time down the road because I was doing better paying attention in school by myself. I was doing my work on my own more better. I was paying attention. I was working on myself better, and everything was great. But then in 2019, stuff was starting to go downhill. This was the biggest part of my life that I remember. I had to make a very big decision for myself. I think it was a very mature decision I've made, and everybody around me has said that was the best thing I've ever made for my life. And this goes with self-love and self-acceptance. In early 2019, this is a couple years back, I was still 17 because this is February 2019. I was not 18, legal adult yet, until May 30th, 2019, excuse me. You guys know that I turned 20 years old on my birthday, which, for those of you that want to go see that video, you can go watch it. I was verbally beating myself up, and I don't remember what happened and why it was happening, but this is where the self-love came in. I realized that there was something wrong with me, and I was like, Mom, there's something wrong with me. I don't feel good about myself. I need help. I need professional help. And, like, you guys can tell right now, like, you saw the maturest thing, like, I've done for my life. That's how much I loved myself. I didn't want to be like this forever. I wanted to change and figure this out and figure out what is wrong with me. My mom thinks it was anxiety, and like she helped me. I would say my mother has played a big significant role in my life. She loves me for who I am. She's so understanding towards me because she deals with anxiety too. My mom has always told me, especially at that time in my life, that you have the power to better yourself and choose to be better. She got me with the doctor that helped her with her anxiety. And we both have mild cases, just some stuff affect us. The biggest one was like just not just the verbally beating myself up, but also like for me, anxiety, I have generalized anxiety. Like for me, it's getting anxious, getting worried. If I don't get something done and I want to get it done, sometimes there's been times like I've worked myself all the way up until like, I don't know, almost bedtime. Like at this time at night, that's how it was in the past sometimes. I felt like I was putting too much stress on myself too. Like it's still a work in progress for me. Like I'm a responsible guy. Like I want to like get stuff done. At that time, like she got me with my psychiatrist who, he basically prescribes medications. That's what a psychiatrist does. And like he's so empathetic, so understanding, he gave me hope. He was also a big person in my life. I had to make a Google review on him. That's how much empathy I had towards him, because he gave me so much hope. And medication can only do so much. This is also the biggest part of my life where I've gotten to a much better place than a couple years ago. I've been working on myself to be better with coping with my anxiety, and I've felt less anxious. There's still with some of those struggling times. That disorder, he diagnosed me with generalized anxiety at that time in early 2019, and I was on the medication. It took me a while. After a little bit, my eye pressure was skyrocketing. My eye pressure was skyrocketing. Plus, there was also me not breathing normal, because when you don't breathe normal, your blood pressure goes up, your adrenaline gets high. And plus, like, also, if you don't breathe normal, when they check your eyes on the slit lamp for your eye pressure, I realized that I have to breathe normal, take a deep breath, and like just calm down. Because like even though like I'm good around medical settings and I'm cooperative, it can be anxiety provoking still. Like, you know, like I still get anxious sometimes. But yeah, like he took me off that, put me on another medication for a while, and I remember I was on the bus one morning going to my high school. I was a junior at that time in high school, and nobody heard me, but I was crying. I felt my anxiety was in a bad place again before that big medication that really helped it. Yeah, I don't know if I said that, but like that medication before this one that made me cry and stuff, like it helped. That one before helped me, and I'm on it today. But like before I tell you that, I'm gonna get you the rest of the story with this part. Yeah, like I was crying and I told my mom, like, Mom, my mental health or anxiety, like it's in a bad place again. Like I don't know, I was just being more anxious and worried about stuff. And plus it's also just naturally how I am. Not just from that, it's just naturally how I am. I get that from my mom. I have the same personality as my mom. And she got me in to see my psychiatrist right away. I told him what was going on. My mom also helped me through it because she's helped me with this. He put me back on the medication that I'm now on today. And my mental health update was with him on a telehealth visit last week. And I told him about my YouTube channel, of what I do with you guys for my community, my guide dog journey, just my overall accomplishments that I've made in my life now. He's so happy that I accept my situation and that what I'm doing. To this day, I still have to take it every day because I feel like it relaxes my nerves. Part of the side effects of it was like drowsiness or sleepiness. Like if I'm tired, that medication hits me hard. Like it puts me not in a deep sleep in a dangerous way, but enough to where like I can just calmly fall asleep and relax my nerves. Like I can just slowly shut myself down for the night, just fall asleep well if I'm really tired. Medication's also, it's only done so much. I've also worked to cope with my anxiety. I like breathing strategy techniques. My mom he also gave me like this thing with triangle breathing. Like, you know, triangle has 3 sides. Like, so he did like a triangle breathing, like 1, 2, 3, like 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, like inhale, hold it, then exhale, like this. Also, another coping strategy is talking to people that love and support me. That's how I did it. My mom also helped me, like, give me strategies that she does to help herself with her anxiety and her struggles. Yeah, like, I've really gotten to a better place with helping, like, just helping me cope with myself, with my anxiety, and also just making myself a better person when it comes to it. And I'm so glad I chose the decision to just my verbal attacks on myself in that past. So thankful I gave it a fight. Because of that, I've gotten to a place in my life where I just know how to cope with it. So yeah, that's the story of my attention deficit disorder, or ADD, and generalized anxiety. Also, like, my anxiety is mild too. My anxiety more affects me with being anxious. There's worriness or about certain activities or situations. That's what affects me. It's triggering for me. Yeah, like, I wanted to share this because I feel like there's a lot of stigma around mental health, and I wanted to help other people that maybe live with ADD or anxiety. So yeah, anyways, I hope that you found this helpful, and I hope you could find hope from this video, from hearing my experiences and my struggles, and how I've gotten to a better place in my life to cope with this. Comment, like, and subscribe, and that'll be it. See you guys in the next video. Bye.